94 WYSP, the rock you grew up with. At least, let's see, let me look at my watch here. At least for the next couple of hours, couple of days. Steve Chevrolet is sitting across from me, and he'll be on in just a little bit. You remember Steve. Way back when, and what's he doing in here? Way back when Howard first came on, he had some lovely words to say about me, and they've stuck with me all these years. Let's play that and some Alice in Chains. It's YSP.
It's ridiculous. Philadelphians don't care. They still don't get that, do they?
No.
They still don't understand that nobody gives a damn about Randy Kotz or Jimmy Fink. Disc jockeys, nobody knows disc jockeys. It always amazes me when a program director has to get a disc jockey. Like, has to get, like NEW had to hire Dave Herman for the mornings, to play records. And they had to pay him more than they pay a regular disc jockey. Like, he has some kind of following. He just plays the music. Jimmy Fink doesn't have a following, neither does Randy Kotz. I mean, I don't mean to break these guys' bubbles, burst their bubbles, but they don't have a following. I know. I used to spin records. Nobody cares when you leave. The ratings don't change.
I mean, you noticed the big protest when Jimmy left.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah, when Jimmy was fired from PLJ, there was the whole New York audience was up in arms. I mean, Jimmy's very good at what he does, and so is Randy, I'm sure, but how talented do you have to be to spin a record? I'm sure Randy doesn't like to hear this, and I'm sure Jimmy doesn't like to hear it, but let's face it. I mean, I'm sure there's a person in our audience who couldn't take over their jobs if they had a decent-sounding voice, a pleasant voice. I can kind of get you whipped into shape in about 5 minutes.
It's just whenever
that job.
Yeah, shut up. It's just whenever Howard says your name. Whenever he says Randy Kotz, I get wood. Low self-esteem? Why? Down in the hole. This is Alice in Chains. It's 94 WYSP in Philadelphia.